Folks, so we are here in my kid's bedroom. Our renovations aren't quite done yet. We're getting pretty close. You can see the doors are getting painted, all that kind of stuff. But I want to give you guys an update on week 6 and 7. So week 6 and 7 is typically the week in the Fowler-Kennedy protocol where you start removing the wedges. Now, so this video is going to be about that, and I want you to stick around because not everyone tells you these things about removing the wedges, the painfulness of it, and how to mitigate that, how to slow that down and make sure that you don't have all that much pain while you're either removing wedges or bringing the degrees down. So make sure to stick around for the whole video and you'll see why. So with my Achilles tendon rupture, this is my second time around. I ruptured my right leg this time, where last time I had ruptured my left leg. I always wear a compression sock now, and then here's my right leg. As you guys can see, I'm now in a shoe in my home, so that's also part of the end of week 7. Going into week 8, you go into a shoe, but we'll talk about that later. I have some amazing new exercises that I'm gonna talk about in another video because that's gonna be just way too long, and a new app my physiotherapist has me on. So make sure to subscribe so that you'll be able to see future videos of those things. I couldn't find my phone holder, so I'm just gonna hold my phone today. Hope you guys are okay with that. All right, let's get into this. Get your coffee out. Now, these wedges aren't really all that special. I wanna start out with that. I bought these all on Amazon. If you know a little bit about my story, my orthopedic surgeon my emergency room doctor did not refer me to anything. I had already done this protocol before, so I was just kind of flying in the dark. I haven't seen an orthopedic surgeon just because our Canadian system is all messed up. If I wanted to, I would have to go through all the steps again in order to see an ortho. So anyway, I haven't seen an ortho, but my physiotherapist has really helped me out just in guiding me, letting me know. So I didn't do this on my own completely. I did have a physiotherapist that was helping me out. So wedges. Sometimes you hear the term wedges. Well, really what they are kind of like insoles with lifts. So what I did when I found out that I needed wedges in my boot, I went online and I looked up. Most people start at either a 30 degree or a 20 degree wedge, and or a 2.5 centimeter or a 3 centimeter wedge. And I was like, okay, well, how big is 20 degrees? And so I just went on to Google and just Googled the lift in 20 degrees and how much lift that would be in centimeters. So I found out that was about a 3 centimeter lift. So I went and I bought a 3 centimeter insole. So this right here is 3 centimeters high in the valley. And so I wore this insole in my boot up to 6 weeks. So then as I came into week 6, I had to start lowering that. And in my protocol, it actually says to slowly transition out of it. Now, when I had my left leg Achilles tendon rupture, slowly transitioning out of that for my orthopedic surgeon meant going from 20 degrees to 10 degrees to 0. And I'm telling you right now, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible because you go from essentially 2.5 centimeters down to 1 centimeter. So your foot goes from this all the way to this. I'll show you even what the wedges look like. So your foot goes from this wedge down to this. Look at that comparison. Now that might not seem like a lot, but when you have a tendon that has just healed and has now bound together and is tight, that is a lot of strain on it and it creates a ton of pain. So the pain doesn't last forever, but it does last for a few days. And I remember going from 20 degrees to 10 degrees and I could not walk. I couldn't put any weight on it anymore. Even though I'd been weight bearing for a few weeks prior, I could not put any weight on it because it was so painful. And then after about 3 or 4 days, that subsided. My leg got used to that. And then we went from 10 to 0. And again, it was just, and I remember reverting back. So I went from 10 to 0. And the next day, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I had to go back to 10. And then eventually I went back to 0, but it was just too much. So this is a better way. And I'm telling you, this is a better way. This is absolutely a better way for you to do it. And it's to transition slowly. So what I did was I picked up different levels of wedges. Here's some. You can see that. It's called Alaka. We work for your health. Alaka insoles. So this is a 1 centimeter. This is a 2.5 centimeter. And this is a 1.5 centimeter. And I also got, I can't find them anymore because my kids play with them, but I also got all of these ones that were 0.5 centimeter in height. So this is what I did. And this is what I think you should do. Obviously not medical advice, but this will lower your pain and will allow you to transition in the 2-week period. You don't want to rush this stuff. It will allow you to transition in that 2-week period. So beginning of week 6, we had this. 2 days into week 7, like week 6 going into week 7, I moved to this one here. So this is a 0.5 centimeter smaller than this one. So I went from the 3 centimeters down to 2.5. And you know what? I didn't even notice a difference. And then I began questioning whether it was actually lower. But it is. And so I was like, okay. So I wore that for 3 days. And then so I went from this. I have these smaller gel ones. So I went from the 2.5 centimeter to a 2 centimeter. So what that really was, so this is 1.5 centimeter, and I had these other gel wedges, and I put them below this one. So I went from 2.5 centimeters to 2 centimeters 2 days later. And then again, didn't feel a lot of difference. A little bit of discomfort, but absolutely nowhere near the discomfort I had in my last time when I went from 20 to 10. So at this point, I'm essentially going from 30 degrees or 20 degrees, and I'm going down 5 degrees. So I'm going 20 to 15, then to 10. And then 2 days later, I went down to the 1.5 centimeter. And then I actually wore this one for a little bit longer. I did feel a little bit more in that, but so went down to the 1.5 centimeter, took that little gel wedge out. And then in week 7, I brought it all the way down to 1 centimeter. And I went from 1 centimeter down to 0.5 centimeter with a little gel. I think you can pick them up. They're called like gel cups. Went down to 0.5 centimeter. And I actually only wore that one for a day. And then I just went full on to 90 degrees. So by week 8, so after week 7 finished, so this is just like not too long ago, last Thursday, I had completely gone to 90. Now, this is the best way to do it. Like, I do not ever want to go through this injury again. But if I was ever to walk through this injury again, and I am ever to see anyone that has this injury, I am going to tell them this. You need to transition slowly. Just the comfort, the not second guessing. Like when I transitioned out of that the first time, And it hurt so much. I almost thought I had re-ruptured my Achilles tendon. Like, it was so painful. So folks, I hope you've watched this whole video. I hope this is just giving you insight into just how to really do this. Like, transition. My kids are looking to have a yard sale today. And yeah, that's my daughter holding a shark. They're going to sell the shark. I hope this has been valuable for you. I hope this has been really helpful and not just me being a talking head. Transition, folks. All of these you can get on Amazon. I can throw links down below, but just look on Amazon for different height wedges. I bought a bunch. I bought this brand. I got this brand. I don't remember what this brand is, but this brand and this brand are the same. These are actually one of the most comfortable ones. I had some other ones that I bought and they were just really hard and hurt a lot, actually. So you're gonna have to do a little bit of experimenting. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and enjoy this video. Like it, subscribe, smash that like button. It's really helpful. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.